This is Sam. Here's a quick insight from April's LinkedIn newsletter, something I've seen again and again in my coaching with senior leaders. Rest used to make me uncomfortable. I believed if I slowed down, I would lose momentum. That rest was indulgent. And today I coach leaders on the power of pause. But I still remember what it was like to fear stopping. I felt like I was doing nothing. I have a high value of helping others and making a difference, and non doing, pausing, seemed like I was not meeting that value. When we pause, we don't just rest, we actually reclaim awareness. We get to check, are my values aligned? Are my choices aligned? Is there enjoyment here? Am I in my shoulds rather than in what I want to do? Am I operating in my zone of genius, which is really aligned with my heart? It's aligned with my highest values. I'm in my integrity and in my highest purpose, as opposed to what I'm really good at. And so this week, I met Susan and I recognized something in her story. So here is her story. She's a vice president at a global IT services company. She leads 450 people in a complex, fast moving environment. I mean, whose isn't? Her calendar's full, her performance is actually strong. But in our coaching session, in our first session, she told me she was feeling low, not in capability, but in motivation and how she was feeling. She had that like slight irritation that she kept feeling. So she said to me, my career is thriving, but other parts of my life, I've been ignoring them. She felt stretched thin. She felt irritated, not at someone specific, although in the second session we already see that there is, just this underlying tension that she couldn't shake. This is common in leaders like Susan. On paper, everything's working. She's really highly ambitious. She's fast moving. But internally, something is missing. We used a simple tool to explore what might be going on, and what surfaced was really revealing. Her energy was going almost entirely towards work and lots of intense hours at work. So, personal relationships, her creativity that really used to uplift her, and well being were all in the background. So, what does science tell us about this? When we are under constant demand, the brain stays in a state of hypervigilance. The stress response system, especially the amygdala, is working hard to keep us alert and productive. This is helpful in short bursts, but over time it narrows our perspective and it becomes harder to access parts of the brain that support strategic thinking, empathy, and motivation. So, in other words, when we never pause or don't pause enough, we lose clarity. And clarity is insight. Clarity actually makes us more effective because our choices are better choices, often for sometimes the medium and longer term, not only in the short term. So, what happens next? Susan is just at the beginning of her coaching journey. We haven't made any big changes yet, but the start is this building the muscle of awareness. And she's starting to open up new questions for herself. Where do I want to be more present? What parts of me have I been putting on hold? And how can I show up in my leadership and in my life without sacrificing either? So I've coached many leaders like Susan who are ambitious, who are looking to get promoted, and I'm excited to see what she chooses. Every transformation is different, and it's like an adventure. So if this sparked something in you, join me live next week for a mindset shift. I'll be going deeper and share a practical leadership tool you can use right away. You can catch it right here on YouTube or on LinkedIn. So, details are in this description. And a quick reflection before you go: where does irritation show up in your leadership? What might it be pointing you towards? So, drop a comment below or bring your thoughts to the live. And bye for now, Sam.